There ain't no room. Only one number one, there ain't room for two. There ain't no room. I am the one. Top two, but not number two. There ain't no room. Boom. Came in, cleaned up without a broom. There ain't no room. Still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Straight in, more pain, so more gaining.
So much energy here in the house tonight. We are live at the CompuBox Academy. I'm Todd Grish. It's the Mexican monster, David. Caleb's.
This bout is scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner.
One of the hottest tickets around. It's standing room only. We're expecting an all-out offensive display. They're both trying for a knockout. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
Did you see the nerves on the fight stepping into the ring, Tom? It can tell you so much about a fighter. And the look in the opposite corner, you've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
So much for boxing. This is a fight. The face is starting to welt up from those straights. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
You're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Lands the jab. Both men step back for just a moment. This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
Counterpuncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
And it's survival time for David Benavidez. Didn't wait too long to get back and get engaged.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Benavidez that last round. Talk about a one. On to the second round. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
No rest for the weary. Caution is being thrown to the wind. When you've got two evenly matched fighters in this weight class, it sometimes comes down to who's in better condition. What skill being displayed here between these two middleweights? Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. He missed with that jab. Well, Johnny, we're in the early stages here. What have you seen so far?
Look back in the history books. Some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there, these guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. But it hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
We wanted action, and they are delivering. That punch is beginning to take its toll. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Swinging big and missing big with that hook. I guess showboating is part of their plan. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about David Benavidez in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round, complete dominance. On to the third. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in the fight. They've got to relax.
Good defense there to stop that hook. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
caution being thrown to the wind. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
What a gift. What?
Oh, my God, Johnny! The Mexican monster's in trouble. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about David Benavidez that last round. He is down big time on the scores.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you think you...
Back at it in round 4. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again.
Oh, my goodness, Johnny! Caleb Plant is hurt. Down goes Caleb Plant.
1, 2, 3, 4. You still want to fight?
They're on their feet, but is this the beginning of the end?
He's up, but for how long? Look at that. On the heels. Look at it's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. Then he's out of there.
Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Need to pick things up here in the second half of the round.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
Those counter punches have to hurt. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. It's all offense all the time. Can't land that jab. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. Let's talk about Plant in that last round. Let's see how the game plan changes. There's the bell to start round 5. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Well, Johnny, as you know, there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive.
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
That counter shot lands. And he scores with the counter. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Can't land the jab there. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Throws the jab, but does not score. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history books.
You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
The jab doesn't quite connect. They better start respecting each other's punching power. One punch could change everything in this battle. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. With 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Benavidez that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come. There's the bell to start round 6. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
There's a counter shot. You've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses. How do you deal with it?
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
And the big Mexican monster is down.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in down once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
You'd like to see more jabs. We're at the halfway point. There's no doubt who's won this round so far.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T. Play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over and over again, they've got it.
Caleb Plant just got clipped. I thought we were going to see the finish there.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. You'd like to see more jabs. swing and a miss with the right hook. Both men step back for just a moment. Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. Let's talk about David Benavidez in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be... Here we go. It's round 7. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
The straight right just misses. How about that time counter shot? Good counter punching. Missed him with that uppercut. That hook just can't find the target. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. This fight has a real good flow to it. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Look at the hand speed and footwork between these two elite-level middleweights. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about David Benavidez that last round. As bad as boxing. And there's the bell for round 8. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Wanted to land the left hook, but was not successful. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
Middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got two class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. Do you believe what we're seeing? He's going downstairs, trying to dig to the body. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Those counter punches have to hurt. He threw a punch and just got countered. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics, they know.
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Clan is in some serious trouble here. Well, they're back up now, but they've got to be cautious. Cannot afford to trade back now, can they, Johnny?
Well, look at his corner, look at the instruction. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your...
Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. Let's talk about planting that last round. You've got to wonder how...
That's his round.
And there's the bell for round 9. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff them.
That jab misses. Catch and shoot. They are giving us a high-tempo show. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Beautiful counter shot. The straight right just misses. That's a lot of swelling. The referee taking a good look at it. Is he going to stop it?
Are you all right? Are you okay?
Yes, sir. We fight on here. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Nice counter shot. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Do you believe this? They both want the knockout. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Benavidez that last round. At this point, you got to believe he... This is the 10th. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab. Rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then, put the pressure on.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. Well, Johnny, you know there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive. How does he exploit that?
Hard, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto.
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. Caleb Plant is hurt. Didn't wait long to get down. Goes Benavidez.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Give me your ball.
They got knocked down, but didn't stay down. Once again, showing you how much grit and courage this fighter has.
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your eagle's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
Straight right just misses. Good defense with that left jab. That counter punch caught him clean. The straight right just misses. Good counter punch. So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. So the judges can't make up their mind. Nope.